I never believed in ghosts until I moved into the old house on Maple Street. It was a bargain, a spacious Victorian with a wraparound porch and a large backyard. The only catch was that it had been abandoned for over a decade, and the previous owners had died under mysterious circumstances. I didn't care about the rumors. I was looking for a fresh start after a messy divorce, and I needed a place to call my own. I hired some contractors to fix up the plumbing, the wiring, and the roof, and moved in as soon as they were done. The first night, I slept like a baby. The second night, I heard a faint scratching sound coming from the attic. I ignored it, thinking it was just some rodents or birds. The third night, the scratching turned into thumping, and I decided to investigate. I grabbed a flashlight and climbed up the narrow stairs to the attic door. It was locked, but I found a rusty key in a drawer downstairs that fit the lock. I opened the door and stepped inside. The attic was dark and dusty, filled with cobwebs and old furniture. I shone my flashlight around, looking for the source of the noise. I saw nothing but junk and shadows. Then I heard it again. A loud thump, followed by a low moan. It came from behind a pile of boxes in the corner. I walked over cautiously, feeling a chill run down my spine. I moved the boxes aside and gasped. There was a woman lying on the floor, covered in blood. She had long black hair and pale skin, and she wore a white nightgown stained with red. She looked at me with wide eyes and opened her mouth to speak. "Help me," she whispered. I dropped my flashlight and ran out of the attic, slamming the door behind me. I stumbled down the stairs and grabbed my phone, dialing 911. "Hello, what is your emergency?" a voice answered. "There's a woman in my attic. She's bleeding. She needs help," I shouted. "Okay, calm down, sir. What is your address?" I told him my address and waited for him to confirm it. "Sir, are you sure you have the right address?" he asked. "Yes, of course. Why?" "Because that house has been condemned for years. No one lives there." I felt a cold sweat break out on my forehead. "What do you mean? I just moved in last week." "Sir, that's impossible. That house burned down 10 years ago. The owners died in the fire." I dropped my phone and looked around me. The walls were charred and blackened, the windows were broken, and the furniture was burned. The smell of smoke filled my nostrils. I heard a scream from upstairs. It was her. She was coming for me.